you're going to spend on this game, spend responsibly. Use the Apptoid App Store. It's got all the best in-game purchases. They fight for market share with Apple and Google. That's why they offer these discounts. Use promo code MUSH5, and information of how to download this is in the description to the video, as well as in the Discord.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Legend of Mushroom with Genghis. So ships, some people in my comment section said they hate it. What? And then other people are like, what are you talking about? This is the only good part of the game, and it kind of has nothing to do with the game. I kind of agree. Like, it's exciting, it's new. It is probably the most exciting part of the game. And anyways, some other people were also asking, what's my build like in ships? What am I focusing on? So I'll show you. I'll also tell you that I'm not the best at ships because I'm a mage. If you really want to succeed at ships, you need to be an archer. There's no doubt about it, and I'll show you some attacks of what people have done against me, people with slightly less power, and they seem to win or do a lot of damage and almost kill me and then come back and beat me again right away. So first thing you got to focus on is HP. HP is your number one thing that you have to worry about in ships, and your defense goes with that because it'll protect your HP, but we'll get into that. So this is what I have for Treasure Land. I think everybody's probably pretty equal on that, right? Like, we probably get just as many spins as each other every day. Just because, I don't want to say laziness, but I do 10 at a time. I'm going to leave the other 9 there and just wait. Now, my build. So let's get into Maritime Academy. So you could see my stats, and some obviously carry over from my main character, but this is my final stuff, just so you could see. Crit rate is very, very important in this, and I have basically no crit rate, so I'm vulnerable to players who have crit rate. Archers, even warriors give me problems. So this is basically what I go with. And it's not the best, but the reason I'm going with this setup, I'm going to explain it to you and walk you through. So Blitz is pretty self-explanatory. So because I'm a mage, I am using Fiery Tail just to put up my skill. But to be honest, I should remove it now. I did have that for the early stages in ships, and I'll have to look at what I could add. The problem that I run into is adding, say, Bunny for a little bit of crit for me. Add 5%, that's really not going to help too much. So I might as well go all in on the skills. And then Bat, obviously, that's pretty self-explanatory. I get the multiple skill crit with it. And then the other things that I believe are very important for ships are right here. So these 3, they all have to do with shields, basically, or defense, right? Your clone goes out there and it absorbs damage. And HP is so important in ships. I'm going to get to one other thing that you really should be doing. And then first we'll talk about this right here. The dragon, I believe, is a must for basically anyone as well who's going to be using crit or skill crit, which is everybody, and crit especially, so you should be using it. Now, one thing you should be doing here, I don't have it turned on right now because I'm worried more about cross-server arena and that sort of stuff, but Dragon Mount is OP. There are some newer mounts that could help with shields and whatnot, but Dragon Mount and the 3 defensive shields that come out right at the start is still very, very strong in ships. Now let's go to some of my battle reports, and I'll go to this guy. This guy is not as strong as me in power, but he seems to do pretty good against me all the time. So he always runs someone against me first, and then he attacks me, or he attacks me, and then he comes back very, very quick at me before I heal if I'm not online. So let's watch what he's doing here. And that's me at the top with my Fiery Tail. And if you look at the bottom, you can see he also has the crit dragon. He has the deer on and the turtle, it looks like, down there. See when my web comes up. Yeah, so those are the 3 pets that he's using, and he does very, very well against me for someone who has much less power, and he's an archer. And then you can see his avian also right in here. And it's definitely helping him out. That is a dense cloud, and I believe it's a dense cloud. and it speeds up the skill regeneration. And then if I go into the next one, you'll just see him beat me, but no one wants to see that, right? So yeah, it is Dense Cloud that he is using. Lots of players of basically any type of build really like to use Dense Cloud, because who doesn't want more skills? So anyways, that's my build that I'm using. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about it, and like, subscribe, leave a comment.